Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am finally done with Enchantra by Kylie Smith. I have read her first book and now I got done with her second book. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, this second book has to do with Ophelia's little sister, Genevieve. And what I like about this book is that it's set in the winter time instead of fall time. So this is more of like not necessarily a Christmas, but more of like a spooky winter vibe horror story kind of thing. And what I like about it is that I love the cover. It's such a beautiful cover. I took off the actual cover for this book. Normally I would keep it on, but I got into the habit of like taking them off and then using it up for my scrapbooking. So if you haven't seen my previous video, in this I will explain it again. I use the covers for scrapbooking. It's something that I've done recently, just this year alone, for my books. There are some books that I already own that don't have covers on it, and before I did the scrapbooking, I would just throw them away instead of just keeping them. So when this year I was like, I don't want to get rid of the covers, I want to do something nice, I decided to keep the covers and use it for scrapbooking. So I'm like, well, great. Now my other books that are her covers that don't have the cover on them, I can't reuse them for scrapbooking. So I'll just have to find some other way to do that. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into it. I love the opening pages of her books. They're all very, very pretty. And I love how I love when authors put in like their books onto this other one, so that way I could see which one was the first one, which one was the second one. And I don't know if she's going to do a third one, but if she does, you know me, I'm going to read it. And I love how there's a content guidance. So this is basically a dark romance, and everything that is written here is how the book is written. So if you're into that kind of stuff, go ahead and read it. If not, read it at your own risk. This is just an explanation of what you're going to learn inside the book and what this book is about. In the previous book, it more had to do with demons and ghosts and other stuff. With this one, you're dealing with demons and you're dealing with wraiths. So that's going to be a fun little read. And I love how in every section of the book you have its own little cover thingy. I would want to use these for my scrapbooking, but I don't like tearing out actual pages from my book unless I absolutely have to. So with this one, it's more of like I could do it, but I don't want to, just because it's such a pretty, pretty cover. And I love how this book goes in segments. I also love how I have a little fox going around the edges. It's so cute. I love it. I love the color. I just love it. Everything about this book, I just love. Story-wise, I love because it's spooky. It's a romance. And there's a lot of like, not basically legends, but more of like there's different wraiths that you can learn about, and this book is so much fun. It's very, very smutty. On a scale of smutty, it's a 10. This one's a 10 out of 10. In Phantasma, I maybe rated it a 10 out of 10, but I feel like Phantasma was a little bit more chill. This one, there are some scenes in there where I'm like, girl, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. But I couldn't help kicking my feet at a couple of them because I'm just like, ooh. If you read the book, it is very smutty. It is very detailed of what they're doing. So I'm like, okay, well that's new. I really do like that, you know? Otherwise, story, I love the story. I love the plot. I love how everything connects from the first book to the second book. I love it when authors do that because when you connect the first book to the second book, in such a clear way, but also like in a way where the first book is still mentioned, but it's not like heavily engrossed into the second book, but more like little details here and there. And that's something that I truly love, that not a lot of stories can do, or a lot of books can do, or a lot of authors would do. So with this one, I really truly enjoy that. It was really so much fun. Um so if you don't know Encantra, this one has to do with Genevieve and her love interest and what she went through. So Genevieve is the rebel sister. She likes to do things at her own risk. She takes no cares in what she does and how she does things. And it basically has to do with how she was raised and her previous ex-boyfriend. So that had a lot to do with it. And that's something that I like about this book, is that her story in her books, she takes their deepest fears and deepest insecurities and has them grow into it, and then they become like a better person instead of just staying in that state, which is something that I truly do love when authors do that, because I'm like, okay, there is some growth. I really do love when there is growth with characters that go through some of that, because a lot of us go through different things and different emotions, and we can't really like cope with them sometimes, so we just push them to the side and we just leave it alone. But with this one, she's forced to deal with her emotions and actually work through them, and she finds somebody who is just like her in a way, and he helps ground her and more like help her through it. And it's crazy, while he's helping her get through what she's feeling through, she helps him get through whatever he's getting through, and they just come together, and it's such a beautiful story. I love the plot. It's really so much fun. You get lost into it really quite well. I finished this book in 2 days. I haven't done a video on it because I've been busy. I've been going from book after book. And I completely forgot. I was like, oh no! I was supposed to make a YouTube video about this, but I completely forgot. So I'm so sorry I'm late. But on a story-wise, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to rate this book. I'm going to give it an 8. Not because of the smut, but just because of the plot and the story itself. It hit me on the heartstrings, but not enough to make me be like, okay, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. So with this one, it's an 8. So I really did truly enjoy this book. So, yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.